is everybody using that AI calorie tracker thing? I mean, I guess it's a rough estimate, right? But I thought it was a collective, like, obvious thing that AI sucks and it's not really good for your day-to-day life. Obviously, oh, it has some positive uses. Hey, man, no, your personal uses are not the positive uses. I'm so sorry. Genuinely. It can't track like the oil you use on each individual piece of chicken or the whatever you put on there aside from what is visually obvious in the photo you take with the AI scanner thing. The only way to genuinely track your calories, which I don't do, like bar for bar, integer for integer. No, I do a rough estimate, right? Like I do a basic estimate because I'm not on a strict diet right now. But there's only one way, and it's with a calculator, a scale, and knowing the exact amounts per gram, calories-wise, that something has. That's it. There's not really another way to do it, not any like cheap way. So why use a little AI gadget that is absolutely not giving you the right numbers? Just drink White Monster, smoke cigarettes, and chew gum. That's it, right? Don't do that. Eat food. You can do all those things if you want to, but eat food, okay? Don't be a loser. Biceps. I haven't done an incline thing like this in what feels like forever. It's actually too easy. We're just figuring out the weight here, guys. Calm down. Oh, that fall off is insane. Can I do it with my right arm though? I could, but I'm not gonna. So I did some minimal research, which for me means 30 minutes about of like which exercises are the best for equalizing your bicep strength, right? Which ones put the most tension on an individual arm to a degree that like the rep range between each arm is going to be as close as possible, and this is one of them. So I'm going to give it a try. It's kind of the same as the super failure curls, except we are, instead of bracing ourselves on our knee, which is a not stable fixture, this is. So this will be harder to do, but also probably a little bit better in equalizing. And if I don't like it, we're just gonna go to non-strict curls, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, no, man, I don't think I like this. Yeah, man, sorry. Nope. Can't say I didn't give it a go, okay? And now, you know what? Who cares now? Now I can do whatever I want. Let's see if I can do the 50s. So standing curls are kind of funny. The weight you're doing is like completely arbitrary some of the time. The weight you're doing can be a lot higher because your body is not, again, against a stationary fixture. You're just, you're moving into it and everything. You're just putting as much weight on your arms, as much as they can handle to get it up. It does not matter. Is it perfect? No, not at all. Do I like it? Yes, okay. Do I like those super failure curls we do? Yes, I do. But this is more fun, so I'm giving myself a break. We're gonna do these. Found this banger from the people who did the intro to Norogami. You know which one. Certified banger right there. Oh, nope. Brutal, man. Could not do the 50s, not even a little. I mean, I could have like swung into it, which I am gonna do after this set. I'm gonna swing into those last reps just to get the motion in there. But yeah, definitely could not do the 50s, bro. Sometimes I just like doing that, okay? There's no science. There's not even bro to this, okay? It's just, what if I can? Sometimes that happens to me, okay? Sometimes I can do it. I'd try the weight and it's like, well, there we go. Oops, I guess. But my left arm is really just that much weaker than my right, which at this point, 3 months in, it really shouldn't be because I am not pushing my right arm that much, like at all, okay? I'm kind of keeping it in like this limbo area where I'm working it, but not enough for it to get stronger. And still my left arm just can't keep up, man. All of my other muscles in my body are like stronger, and my left arm is just like, yeah, no, sorry, can't do that. And I know all the jokes. No, it's nothing like that. I'm very right arm dominant. I don't know. Went a little too hard there. Couldn't even get those fake reps in there at the end, which I guess is a good thing. Last back day we did technically 5 sets of pull-ups, 3 weighted, 3 unweighted, and I think that was wrong. I don't know. I think it was good, but I think instead maybe we could just put in another lat exercise, which I'm thinking about doing 1-arm lat pull downs like these, right, along with the ones that are like this. So we just get all that lat growth, right? Every single angle optimized to the highest degree. And then for that upper back, maybe we just put in 2 upper back exercises. We do 2 different types of rows, right? And then 1 bicep exercise at the end, always. And then for bicep day, 2 bicep exercises, and then 3 back. Maybe, but like, genuinely, I'm not here to organize my workouts like that. I don't know. I just do what makes sense to me in the day. I hit all my muscles until I'm tired, okay? It's that simple. Or until my battery runs out sometimes. But oftentimes that means I've been working out long enough anyways, so. Unless I lollygag a bunch. Don't lollygag a bunch, okay? Unless your entire life is being at the gym. 4 hours out of a day to kill and you got nothing better to do than work out periodically for 4 hours. Fucking kill it, dude. Do whatever you want, man. So yesterday we tried one of the Unk machines. Today we're gonna do the same with this thing. So yeah, the machine itself weighs nothing, which is cool. Like, it's actually designed to weigh pretty much nothing. I could lift this with 1 finger. I could lift this with no effort. So that means the machine relatively weighs nothing. Let's put 45 on here and see what that feels like. Whoa. Yeah, that's how you know it's an old machine. It'll clamp down on your hand while you're putting the weight on, and it's not the weight clamping down on something. It's just, oh, and the seat can just collapse like that. That's so good. Dude, I'm so excited for this. Let's see how heavy this feels. Relatively weightless. Let's put a second one on there. I love the seats that you could like just flick up and they just collapse. So it feels so sturdy and safe. Getting these off is going to be a pain because of the angle it's at. You have to like lift it directly up. Oh, and don't clamp your fingers down. That would be bad, and it's very easy to do. I know I'm just complaining, but I love these old machines because they're so poorly designed. It's hilarious. They work. That's the thing. They work in all the right places, but in all the wrong places, they don't. Not a lot of thought went into this, right? Like, you're just gonna clamp. Like, if you let go a little too much, you're gonna smash your fingers because of the angle you have to put the weights on. Maybe don't do that. Just be careful out there, okay? You need your fingers so you can keep putting weights on machines. Duh. So let's see if this is possible. Ugh. Ooh, I think I need music. Nope, it's just too heavy. I think if I hadn't already done a bicep exercise, this wouldn't be too heavy. Oh, motherfucker. This might even be worse if I'm being honest, but let's see what happens. Machine sucks, would not recommend. That's 2 days in a row where we try out a new machine and it just blows. We'll just get a bicep workout in on the 1-arm lat pull downs. All right, let's see how strong 1 lat is. I love how this machine is in pounds. That's why we're doing it. Let's see if I can do 60 on 1 arm on the lat pull down. Maybe I have to go like this. Crazy. Feels wild. Maybe I do need to clamp down my legs a little bit so I can like push up against them like that. This is my first time ever doing these, by the way. Just hear everybody singing their praises online and thought maybe they are goated. Feels weird in the shoulder department, that's for sure. I don't know, I didn't really feel it in my lats. Let me go down to like 30 pounds and try and figure out a form on this that I like. Maybe like sitting sideways. Ooh, that's a little wild. Stable at all. Now that feels honestly kind of pointless. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Let's try that on the next set. I wish I could work out. This isn't just like to show off in the gym. I actually hate that portion. But I wish I could record myself without my shirt on. Once this channel does a lot better, like I appreciate all of you so much and you're great. But once this channel has more people following it, I can like fund trying out other gyms. And when I go to one that you can like have your shirt off, because I don't feel like this is one of those gyms. I want to work out, especially on back day, without a cover on, because I want to see what the muscles look like while they're moving, because that would be really cool. And I have the definition in my back where I can see like each individual muscle, so it'd be really cool to see that movement. But until then, you know, subscribe if you want to see that. But yeah, let's give this exercise a second shot with a different form. There's something a little crazy I need to talk to you guys about after this, so don't let me forget, okay? After the workout, I mean. Yeah, this one, I mean, I can't really tell, okay? Sometimes that's make or break for me on a new exercise. If I can't feel the muscle I was working after a set, I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it. But the lat pump does feel to a point where if I like touch it while I'm tensed up, it hurts a little bit. So that's kind of a good sign. Hurts in like a muscle way, not in a ligament or bone way, just to clarify. But the fact that I have to worry about reaching up, and this is on like the lowest setting on here, and it not being long enough, that's related to the thing I want to talk about by the end of this. But I think what we're gonna do after this is a middle back exercise, and then we'll round out with lats. This middle back exercise is doing wonders for my back, okay? it's never been more rounded out. It's actually kind of insane. I've only been doing it for like a little less than a month now. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the 3-month results are in, guys. We've been working out now non-stop for about 3 months. Yeah, I don't know. I think the results speak for themselves. I don't know, I'm doing really well. I'm by no means close to competition ready, but I don't know. The philosophy of like, I don't use straps, I don't use any of that, right? Because then you have to do other exercises to work out the muscles that you're, you know, for instance, if I use straps on this, instead of working my forearms because my forearm strength will give out before my back does, 1, not true. 2, it's probably because I have never used straps. 3, I don't think that it, like the philosophy of like, well then just do an exercise to focus on it is at all like correct. It's an answer to the problem, right? If you use straps, your forearms are gonna fall behind unless you do those exercises. But I feel like energy maximization on each exercise is important because if you're not using all your energy on your main exercises and instead saving in reserve some energy to do forearm exercises, then you weren't working hard enough on your back exercises in the first place. And then you're just wasting time all over the place, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm no scientist. I might not know what I'm talking about. But from my experience, maximizing your energy is important. Maximizing your energy usage is important. And by that, I mean using all of it on the muscles you are trying to grow, which you are trying to grow your forearms. That's entirely true. Proportionally to your strength, though. If your forearms are falling behind, you will need to use straps forever. Okay? They'll never catch up. They never will, no matter how much you work them out, okay? That's why putting them under the weight that your back needs to grow is so good. Yeah, maybe they'll never be able to truly catch up, no matter what you do, but genuinely, I don't know, man. I think it's like a cop-out, right? You can think in your head, oh, but I could move the weight so much easier and so much more efficiently if I use the straps. Yeah, but then what are you doing? You're not using all your energy then because you have to save some in reserve for working your forearms, and that's just my opinion, okay? Ooh, I did some fake reps there at the end. And by fake, I mean pushing with my legs a little bit just to get it up a little extra. And ooh, that felt good. And see, I can give literally every ounce of energy I have to this exercise because I'm not doing any more middle back exercises. I don't know, I understand doing like multiple different middle back exercises from different angles, different points, right? Because there is science to back that is relevant. But I don't know, if you just do one exercise that works all the muscles, until you start seeing some muscles that have lesser development in certain areas, I think it just makes sense that you can just do one for a while. Because at the point in my career journey, right, I'm not at the point where I can relatively see what muscles are falling behind except my left bicep. Okay, that one, obvious, okay, it's just weak. Every other muscle, though, right now feels proportionate to its left or right half. And visually, I am underwhelming. So that means there's not much I can do to see, oh, those muscles are underdeveloped, I need to work on those. It's more of like everything relatively looks underdeveloped. Because it is. I've only been doing this for 3 months. So at this point, there's no reason to say I need to incorporate this exercise for middle back, this exercise being a different one than this, along with it to gain some kind of different definition, because I'm not at that point yet. We will get there, where I might need to switch this out for 2 different ones that work the muscles individually so that I can put more energy into the individual muscles and growing them to their max potential. But at this point, there's no need to do that. I honestly think that's where the science bros fall behind. Genuinely. They're like, oh, we need to maximize this for this for this. Y'all need to get the basics down first. That's why you're all so not big yet. And a lot of you have been doing this for 6, 7, 10 months. And there's barely any development because you guys are focusing on the wrong part of muscle gain. Optimization is great when you get to that point. You can just start out by just seeing what you can do. Just go as heavy as possible, right? For as long as you can until you reach a point where you're stagnating, right? Then start optimizing for strength and movement. I saw a video of a guy saying, Yeah, I see you guys strict curling 60s. I've never strict curled 60s in my, I'm quoting a guy, I've never strict curled 60s in my life, and my biceps are bigger than yours, right? Which I agree with, right? It doesn't matter, I mean, depending on your goals, right? If your goal is just to lift the heaviest weight the most optimal way, then you're doing it, good job. But if your goal is to like body build and get bigger, a lot of people are just worried about the wrong optimizations, bro, at the wrong times. And I'm not trying to fall into that pitfall. That was a good set. That was pretty good. Don't think we can do 110 on this. You know, I've got self-confidence, but I don't have that. I don't have 100 pounds in each lat, that's for sure. You know, we tried out 2 different exercises, I mean, technically 2 different machines in 2 different ways. But we tried out 2 new exercises in the split. One, I think we might come back to, and that's the one-arm lat. The Unk bicep machine, mid as hell, dude. You can't even get, like, the full range of motion up to here. It stops at, like, this. Which, I mean, I guess it's still working the bicep, but weird. It's also uncomfortable and riggedy, so no. I demand the finer things in life, and that's using the floor for my lat pulls. That's where I thrive. Speaking of which, let's do that. 65 pounds, each arm, 2 sets, because we already did a lat exercise. So let's just crank this out with every last bit of energy we got. I think this is getting too light again, which sucks, because it makes me very tired. It is the end of the workout. We have done 4 other movements, but no. Yeah, what's up? Yeah. Yeah. Gym Goblin. That, hey, related, right? For sure. Later. Okay. Dude, today was brutal. Oh my god. Talk about leaving no energy in reserve. I am fucking destroyed. Time to get the back flexes in there. First off today, looking decently sized. The definition in the core area could use a lot of work, honestly. Maybe on my off days, that's what I'll do at home to pass the time. lat spread. Oh yeah, I'm getting it down. It's difficult, especially when your lats aren't that big. Those upper traps are popping, dude. What the hell? When I get into bodybuilding shows and stuff, I'm gonna have to cut the hair short. It's gonna be disgusting. Short hair is for pansies, and I'm kidding. It's like, it's a joke on the role reversal of like, oh my god, people with long hair are like girls. They're like ladies. Shut up. I'm making fun of this metaphorical person, obviously, but like, I don't know, I hate short hair. Yeah, it's more manageable, but it's not as pretty, okay? The bicep pump is decent. Leaves room to be desired. And then from the back, the front, or the back double bi, the back is bigger. The muscle in here that rotates, I think that's the rotator cuff. That would make sense. Ooh! Hope that looked good on camera. So, there's something I wanted to talk about with you guys. Since getting back into the gym, an extremely positive thing has taken place. Not am I just healthier, not am I just in shape, not am I just getting bigger and bigger, which is the goal, which is a good thing. I am no longer malnourished. It was a big problem. I had problems with my lungs. I had problems with a lot of things. More importantly, I have grown less than an inch, but more than half an inch in the past 3 months since working out. I'm 21, okay? I'm not hitting no growth spurts. I was malnourished. My arms are longer. I can reach things that I normally wasn't able to reach at the start of this, okay? I wasn't eating enough. I wasn't taking care of myself. I was an idiot, okay? To put it simply. Oh, don't shame yourself. It was an eating disorder. Hey, man. It was my eating disorder. I can shame myself if I want to. It was an idiotic thing that I did. I had no reason to be like that, okay? Not a single reason. I had so much time on my hands, I was just a procrastinator of everything, even eating, okay? Don't be that way if you can help it, okay? And what I've learned is you can help it. You just need a reality check sometimes. So here's a reality check. Don't malnourish or overfeed yourself. It's just not good for you, okay? I don't care who you are. It's not good for you. Unless you have like an immune disease that causes you to need more food or maybe less food. But I'm not talking about that, obviously. I am no longer malnourished. That's insane. That's crazy. That's like the best thing to come on this channel. Not only am I getting huge, I'm not yet. I will be, but I'm also like, I'm growing taller because I'm eating. Okay, if this is your sign if you're watching this and you needed a rain check or a reality check or whatever. This is your sign if you're watching this, if you needed a reality check or like a nudge in the right direction. Take it from the guy who just grew because of how much he wasn't eating, okay? Take care of yourself, please. Go work out. Go to the gym, okay? Just go. Go. It'll force you to get into the mindset of, oh, I need to eat more, or I need to eat this certain way, or maybe you even need to eat less to be on a cut, whatever, okay? It's one of the healthiest things you can get into as long as you're not part of the red pill content, okay? It's great. Just go. Go! Go to the gym. Thank you for being here so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been getting a lot of new people around. I really appreciate it. Y'all are great. I can't wait to keep growing and getting more people into the gym or having people who are already in the gym show up and hang out. It's great, okay? If you're new, you should subscribe, stick around. I post every single one of my workouts and sometimes fun little videos. Like recently I posted a trying every energy drink I could find video. That was fun. Go check that out. And with that all being said, your question of the day is, what is the best thing to come of working out for you? And go to the gym. Go! 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 Bye-bye.